hello. And yeah, it is true. There were at least one other person who were worried. But hello, welcome back. I was going to start a bit earlier, but due to some external stuff, I was like, please, I need a singular break from 27 job applications, still 16 more to go. It's fun. So somebody I follow. Oh, fuck, did I not? Oh, did my thing die? No, I just got the wrong one. Never mind. Cool. Hopefully it picks it up. There we go. Okay. It just automatically. Alright, so, show me the car boobs. I'm sorry, I don't have a car outfit. Hello, Arthur. How's it going? How are you? Yeah, my thing. So, somebody I followed was like, hey, here is this game I'm playing, where you can hit on cryptids. Arthur, don't you dare. That's good. I'm a bit tired because I did a bunch of, I threw out a bunch of job applications today. I still have more to do, but I'm like, no, I need a break. I need something to eat, and I want to stream. I'm rationing out here. You wasted them. The boys are to feed the cat. Well, you'll be happy to know that she was able to have tonight's supper, which was chicken, which is her favorite. So she's like super excited for that. But found this game. Apparently you can hit on cryptids. This is a cat. And I'm feeding the cat, but not the cat. No, Arthur, you have to say the real streamer, because that makes more sense. What are the options here? Should at least see while I'm here. Auto forward. Okay. This is the cat, bro. I'll turn it down just a bit. It doesn't seem too bad. Well, no. Boop. Yeah, the real streamer is the cat. This is just a copycat. I'm listening to old death metal shit so good. Oh, old death metal though. Good. Oh, I could do full screen? What happens if I do that on here? Oh, I literally scared myself. I thought it went across both my screens and I was going to be like, please, God, no. Shit, no. Can't listen to old heavy metal, it's so slow. But sometimes if you're just in the mood for something like, you know, with a good pace, yeah, older heavy metal works. Perfect. No, never chill, always rage. Okay.
Hello? Can you hear me? I'm glad I got a hold of you in time.
I forgot it's voiced. Oh, okay. I remember seeing, because like I checked the Itch.io page, and it was like, yeah, so here are the voice actors. I'm like, oh.
You're wildly unprepared to enter this world, and I'd rather not see a human be torn apart by the fabric of reality.
No, please, I want to. Wait, what?
Speak, can't you?
I can. In any case, I'm gonna ask. Bug for this game. But Arthur, you don't understand. What if I want... Listen, I'm lonely. What if I want to date Mothman? What if I want to date the Jersey Devil? Please. Hell, I don't even like normal heavy metal. It's not enough. Yeah, but... What's your name? My name is Hizrin. My last name? Okay. Oh no, guys. My name Oh no. I'll keep that in mind. What's that? Who am I? Definitely not the Mothman. Whoa, we're in. Yeah, so bonk. Now, how would you like to be addressed? VTuber looking real smooth? Oh, that's because, this is unusual. Because I'm not doing it on my laptop. And I'm surprised my thing is actually working with, like 20-some tabs open. But this is my new PC. So, it's working, like, way better. Alien, shall I say. I know, we're also used to it being janky. But also because the game isn't as, like, big. So my computer's like, yeah, we can stream this. And we can play this at the same time. And you can VTube. This is nice. So, like, when I play Dead by Daylight tomorrow, it'll be, like, weirdly super smooth because it will be my capture card getting the game while my PC streams. I'm just like, yes. Yes. Wait. Now how would you like to be addressed? Fuck. We'll do they them, because I always say that. Good choice. What's with the random questions?
Those who lack a sense of self tend to pawn entry into this realm of existence. I'm just here to help jog your memory.
Why didn't you speak the last while? Can I watch you play Dead by Daylight and not watch you freeze for like 5? Wait, weren't you there last Thursday? Are you using multiple PCs now? I am using I'm still using the laptop and like my main laptop and my new PC, but I'm not using the smaller one that I have. Yeah, well, I was using my new PC and my laptop. I don't think I was that glitchy. Yeah, no, because I think that's when you were like, who is this? And I was like, this is Mel. And then you were like, oh, Mel. Mel was amazing. I love Mel. And I'm like, okay. Yeah, I was playing Dead by Daylight then. Now, Arthur, what I'm using is the main laptop I used before. And then my new PC, which I was trying to play Inscription on. And remember, because Inscription, we found out my CPU on my PC is too small or not. It's not big enough to run, I guess, games at that level. I don't know why, but I kind of figured it wouldn't do well for Dead by Daylight, so I used my main laptop to play it and then use my capture card and this PC to stream it because it does it super well. You could consider getting a MX Master 3 and MX keys, mouse and keyboard. You can switch between PCs easily with them. Maybe. Might be something to think about later. But I think you should do other way desktop game laptop stream. Actually, it would be good to test how this plays. Although how my setup is right now, it would be well, I'd have to see. Thank you for the stretch, Jay. I have those two. They're really good, but they're not they're not gamer. That's fair. Well, how it's set up. I mean, I guess if I made room by moving my consoles, I could probably make room for that, so I could be able to like re-chat and play the game. I could try that actually. Good way to at least a good way to test it. I'm just here to jog your memory. Oh yeah, that would be helpful. Right, I have a question. There's one of your VTuber I haven't seen. One of my VTuber. Which one? So tell me about yourself. What is your preferred type of beverage? Ugh. No water, I'm not nerd. Soda, fizzy killer, simple tea. I'm about 70% iced coffee at this point. It's the elf-looking one. They still no, it's one of my redeems. The elf-looking one. Elf-looking one. The only thing that comes to mind when you say that is the deer one I made. Racer has joined the bonkening. Got it. Vile outfit you have on. Yeah, okay. Sure, Jay. You didn't waste points on that. One of your greatest weakness. Scatterbrain, I freeze up when I act fast. Lower back pain, all of them. I'm kinda scatterbrained. What's something you're ignoring right now? God, fucking don't make me panic. What are you talking about? I'm like, what elf one? Because there's one, of a deer that I made. Arthur did that. Pfft. Yeah, okay. If Arthur ever redeems an outfit, I'm assuming something is very, very wrong with him. That's it. Like, I'm going to assume he's not in a good, he is not mentally well, or he's like ill in some way. What's something you're exercising? I do not need to rush anything real. I'm in no rush to do anything really. Just how hungry I am. When you like to know, Moth Boy. Mel, hello. How's it going? I will redeem an outfit now. He's on crack. You know what I meant, Arthur. You know what I meant. If you redeemed any of the other ones, it would be like, you good. Wouldn't you like to know, Moth Boy? How are you? How hungry I am? I'm no rush. I almost want to be sassy. I'm gonna be sassy. What would you say is your strongest quality? Exercise regularly and keep routine. I work fast and somehow stay on task. I try to be patient with myself. I do that. Mella's best witch. Stream is as smooth. I know, everybody's like, holy shit, the stream isn't being fucking leggy or anything. What is this bullshit? And I'm like, damn, have we not been testing this out for the past week? Rena's best with which also. Thank you, Jay. Cat, what are you doing? If you had an entire day to yourself, how would you spend it? With nothing. My cat, can you just like give me 2 seconds to get the cam set up and not destroy my shit? No? Ah! Rin's in 60 BF, 144? Wait, am I? Wait, why isn't this turning on? Direct cam should turn on. We need to see the streamer. Hold on. Did the app just decide not to work? Why? Yeah, I know, right? It's just like, just seeing the thing again where it's like, yeah, It's weird. I wonder if I could like stream in like 1080p or something. Let me just. Ma'am, what are you doing? Of course, we gotta have. Okay. You know, never thought the cat cam would want to not work on me. Where is masturbation in the list of in this list of wandering around town? Cat cam's not working. I mean, that's fine, but that's also very disappointing. No, you literally said it was a joke, and I totally get you. Be like, what's doing nothing? If you were a cryptid, what would you be? Sea monster, space alien, werewolf, perhaps a ghost one day? I don't know, any of them really. Can I be like a cool one? Oh, did she delete? She must have deleted something. Hold on. No, she did not. Never mind. I don't know what I'm talking about. Ignore me. Yeah, because the thing literally doesn't want to work apparently. Like, I turn it on and it's just like, no. I'm just gonna try to uninstall and reinstall, and maybe that will work. You know, obviously there has to be some sort of tech issue, and I don't know. Interesting. Now, how do you envision yourself?
Running on 2 hours of sleep,
Suicidal thoughts,
and an
Oreo,
and
I'm ready to fight God, or become him. Yo, mood though. Why do you keep telling me there's things in the... Did it get an update and just never tell me? We'll see in a sec. Pointed at her playing with a broken earbud. Rats. We're the rats. What? Whoa, there's a lot. Hair length. No, that's fine. Hair pomp. Oh! Toggle facial hair. We can do that. Toggle glasses. That's cute. Change coat. Oh. I guess we'll stick with purple. Rats, we're the rats celebrating yet another birthday bash. What do you mean? Michael. Okay. Shut up, PC. Interest. What? Oh, I can have a beanie? I don't really care for the beanie. I like the hairpin better. Hi, Happy, how are you? It's a song. Rats. If that shuts it up, then I'll do that. How are you? How you doing? I'm tired. How about you? I'm doing good. I'm a little tired myself too, but happy to play this too. Ooh. I like the star one. I'm done.
I was just resting my eyes.
Heavy, what do you think about rats?
You seem rather lost. Is there anything I can help you with?
Oh, I'm coming. I'm fucking coming.
Hello, Justa. How are you doing? I need dad advice.
Back in my day.
Never kiss with the proboscis? What? I eat rats. Oh no. Take me chapter select.
Forget something?
Chapter 0? That doesn't sound healthy. This guy sounds like my dad. Your phone startles you awake. A trail of messages scrolling down your screen. Fried on a stick, or like rotisserie. Ah, yeah, New York would have a bunch of that shit, huh? Hey, you awake? You won't be able to stay too tired. No worries, hubby. Just glad you're here is all. That's not what I meant. It's time. Ghosty time. I sent you the address. Have a great stream and take care. Tons of love. Tons of love to you, hubby. We'll see you around. Just follow the radio tower and you find it. All you can manage to type back in your half-asleep, sluggish state. Rats test. Do crack rats test. Stay up. Okay. Okay. You feel a sudden icy chill jolting you awake, sending shivers down your spine. We all love you. Have a good night. BB. You see a large fuzzy cat with 3 eyes and a flaming tail, shoving her translucent paw through your face. BB.
Greetings, mortal.
BB. And with a yelp, you leap out of bed, the shimmering tabby cat phasing right through you.
Can't you just be normal?
BB.
You slept through 3 alarms. I was getting desperate.
Okay. Don't be too real with me. What? Okay. I'm awake and I'm running. Feed the cat. That's probably exactly what. I want that light. You rush around your room, gathering everything you could possibly need for the night. Thank you for the head pat. Do you like ASMR? Is it weird to say I'm like a visual ASMR person? Like, I like watching people like make things or restore things. I don't know. I just get like so chill and zone out when I watch people do that. No, but other people have asked me to do ASMR. Don't ask the context. You then run through your mental checklist. Don't forget your flashlight, bolt cutters, granola bars, and okay. You squat down to tie your shoes and slip on your jacket. Opening the door, you step out into the stuffy hallway and march out to your car. Okay, well, ASMR has cured my insomnia. I've heard that's I've heard it's a really great way to do that. I think a good one. It's so relaxing. I've heard a lot of times that it's like one of the best ways to do that. If I really can't fall asleep, my favorite thing to listen to is lore, which is I guess kind of ASMR, but like it's so chill until they start talking about somebody who got shot through the heart and you could see right through them. And then I just kind of sit there like, wow, this is so chill, but now I'm imagining this shit. You squat down, tie your shoes, slip on your jacket, stuffy hallway, and march to your car. Wait for me. Tara has to race to catch up with you, meowing in protest as she kicks off the top steps and floats down the stairs, phasing through the apartment wall. Taro finally lands on your shoulder, and you reach your car and nips your ear. Ow! You try to brush the phantom cat off your shoulder, but your hand sweeps right through her. Got you. Ugh. After convincing Taro that the passenger seat is the coolest seat in the car, she finally settles down, letting you buckle up and start the engine. You flick on the headlights before picking up and pulling out onto the street. Are you sure Atlas is going to be any help? Taro keeps her little paws tucked under her fluff like a fuzzy bread loaf. Oh, can you show me this, please? You know what they say about Mothmen? That they're bad omens? Bingo. Omen or not, I could use all the help I can get. Right. That nasty curse. You should really get that checked out. Alright, thanks. Isn't that your job?
That's cute.
You don't expect me to work on an empty stomach, do you? Tara whimpers, bringing a weak paw to her forehead. I'm feeling faint. Do you need me to stop and get you something? Oh, no, don't worry about me. I'll survive. You're the one dealing with that wretched curse, not me. Wretched? I don't feel any different. Oh, you will. It's gonna be agonizing. You never mentioned that. I didn't want to scare you. Even describing this curse brings about evil. So you can't get rid of it, you can't even talk about it, and it's going to be excruciating. Is there anything else you forgot to tell me? Taro glances around and slouches back in the passenger seat. She takes a pause and closes her third eye, thinking. There's a countdown. A countdown? That's right. It's a countdown to your imminent demise. Bitch. You shoot Taro a sharp look. That's not funny. Pff, I'm not joking, silly. How much time do I have? That's for a cat to know and a physician to find out. Bruh. But that's why you're here, right? Being a cosmic guardian and all, you're meant to protect me? Absolutely. Thanks. Your phone chimes buzzing in the cup holder. It seems you're getting a phone call. Where are you? I'm on my way. Sheesh. Unlike you, most of us can't fly. I love how his photo is like blurred. Because, you can't take a picture of him. You fell back asleep, didn't you? Atlas snarks in response. I'm not nocturnal. Not with that attitude. So, do you see the station? Leaning forward, you glance towards the distant radio tower cutting through the night air. Think so. Is it just the three of us? Depends. How cool are you with devils? Pretty cool. Why? I have a friend who just got off work and was wondering if they could tag along. I figured I'd ask you first. Yeah. I definitely feel safer in a larger group. Sweet. See you soon. And don't forget about the phantom frequency. There's ghosts on the radio waves? Channel 103.1 Elkhorn Radio. I've got this. I've got it. I've got it. Thunk. The sound of feathers brushing against the microphone and the audio fizzes out before Atlas squeaks. Sorry, I hit a lamppost. Lump. I'll meet up with you soon. Drive safe. Atlas hangs up. Pff, classic Moth move. You picture Atlas wildly fluttering around a giant light bulb, and then it dawns on you. I forgot my flashlight. Looks like we'll need to make a pit stop and snack around anyways.
Fantastic.
God damn it. Rolling into view is a dingy-looking gas station named All Owls Nighter. Dozens of sun-bleached local ad posters, ads plaster the foggy store windows, weed sprouting through the cracks in the cement. This place looks safe, right? Well, lit, at least. A pleasant jingling echoes through the night air as the door leading out of the roadside mini-mart swings open. You walk into the starlight, a newcomer to the town of Longhope, carrying a convenience store sushi roll and a cheap flashlight. I'm guessing the cat wants it.
Sushi was suspiciously underpriced.
That's why you don't get gas station sushi. Like, come on. You hold the receipt up to the neon sign, open sign, eyeing it closely.
Oh well.
You shuffle back to your car, bounty in tow, and gaze over the horizon. You stare off towards the sleeping town of Longhope, your new home, and gather your thoughts. You haven't had a moment to yourself since that cat practically poofed into existence. But you better get going. No way in hell are you pulling an all-nighter. Opening the car door, you plop down the bag of groceries with a bit of a huff. Your ear catches a low, restrained sound of claws scraping against the leather, the sound of some terrible creature trying to hide her devilry. As my cat brushes against my feet, like, what are you talking about? Taro, you goblin! That's my car! Huh? Tara splays her paws and stretches, digging her claws across the car seat. Well, as my mother always said, the world is your scratching post. She lifts her chin slightly and purrs. I'll consider sparing your car's interior if you offer me something I want. She tilts her head to one side and closes her eyes expectantly. Fine. You roll your eyes and reach over, gently scratching Taro behind the ears. She's oddly cold for being a big fuzzy cat. Is Taro meant to be some particular cryptid? From what I gathered, is she supposed to be guarding us or being like a guardian because we have some sort of curse. So she's supposed to be helping us with that. You're a real handful, Taro. Seriously, what kind of cat drags me out past midnight for some expired sushi? We have places to be. Yeah, an angel, of course. Or that's what I call myself anyway. You do know I'm not just a normal cat, right? Nya, paw over the goods, I'm hungry. Okay, so apparently they're a guardian angel. Their guardian angel is a three-eyed fluffy cat. I'm kinda here for it. You peel off the plastic wrap and slide it towards the demanding cat. How does a ghost cat eat? The world may never know. You sigh, turning the key in the ignition, the old car rattling to life. We better get going, before I totally chicken out. The car drives off, peeling out of the convenience store parking lot and down the dimly lit streets of Longhope. I've almost accidentally said Donghope, but that's a different story. Taro scarfs down the last bits of sushi, licking specks of rice off her nose.
Who cares?
You've got nothing to worry about, Rin. Shut the fuck up. Speaking of ghosts, we aren't on the lookout for that phantom frequency. Wish my guardian angel were a cat and not this guy. And not a guardian Steve. I was gonna be like, oh, is he from State Farm? But no, that's Jake. Oh. Jobs? Steve Jobs? I'm on the lookout for a phantom frequency. Taro meows as she gazes out the window and the car drives up the road. Oh, right. You slide your hands over the dash and click on the radio. The radio whirs on, the harsh static as it switches between frequencies until it reaches 103.1. The static is cut with a crisp and peppy tune, cueing the start of some sort of radio show.
Good evening, Freaksters. I'm your host, Madhouse Mike, live at Elkhorn County Radio. What's that? Seems my producer's letting me know that I am, in fact, dead. Thanks, Debbie. Thanks. So, before we get started, I just wanted to give a shout out to all my listeners. It is your support that keeps this show alive. So, as a thank you, I'll be starting tonight's show with some fan mail.
Madhouse clears her throat for emphasis and puts on a silly voice.
Hey, lovely. You want to make thousands working with a flexible schedule from home? Of course you do. Join our loyal family and become the independent girl boss of your dreams. For a tiny fee of $1,200, you two can enroll in our courses and start feeding today. Join us and flourish, the Great Mother.
Okay, now I'm interested.
Wow. Thanks much for that threatening and oddly fleshy letter. Seriously, this thing is meaty.
I am now concerned. I'm curious, concerned, and I want to know more. You turn off the radio. Yeah.
Are you for real?
Didn't you mail in a fan letter? I wouldn't call myself a fan, Taro. Heck, I never even heard of the guy. You grimace, glancing over the window as the woods begin thinning into a clearing. The skeletal frame of a radio tower stretches up over the horizon, looming over your destination, Elkhorn Radio Station. Pulling into the radio station's overgrown parking lot, between the fading lines, Taro hops up and jumps into her human arms. Aww. Insisting on being carried like an oversized baby she is. Aww. You open the car door and step outside. You feel a brush of Taro's whiskers against your cheek, somewhat easing your fears.
Oh dear.
Okay, we'll be fine. It's just a haunted station on a hill, no big deal. You click on the hefty flashlight with a tight grip. You angle the light towards the station, as well as the large metal fence in front of it. Crap, forgot the bolt cutters again. You turn your attention instead to the large sheet of wood spray painted with crude red letters to the fence. You read it out loud. Keep out. Trespassers will be murder-lated. Okay. Ah, cool. Taro squirms out of her human's arms and daintily lands on her feet. I heard this place glows red on Friday nights, and the on-air sign never burns out. Bunch of silly rumors, if you ask me. Meow, where is everybody? Swishing her tail, Taro paces around the parking lot. It's already 2 a.m. They should have been here by now. Checking the time, you stuff your phone into your pocket and scan your surroundings with your flashlight. This calls for an investigation. Or I could just shoot them a text. You shine your flashlight around, but don't find anything in particular. No, not like that. You've got to roll. I left my dice at home. What am I looking at? Oh, right, I forgot this was an RPG. Sometimes things require skill and a bit of luck to determine how your fate unfolds. You have to roll. You've been given a difficulty rating that you have met or surpassed. The universe will then add a modifier based on your stats. Brains in this case. God, am I fucking stupid? This feels like some kind of forbidden knowledge. Oh, it is. Now trying rolling for real. Fine.
Are you even trying?
Wow, that was awful. Don't worry though. If you fail a roll, don't fret. If you have a chance to change fate by spending karma. Let me just call Atlas. What's karma, you ask? Well, whenever you fail a roll, you can spend extra karma to re-roll. You can re-roll as many times as you have karma, whether you succeed or fail that roll, but you have to be smart with it. You only get a point of karma when you fail, and decide not to re-roll. You got it? I'm sure someone around here gets it. Great! Now tap the button to try re-rolling those dice. Failure. Result, 6 + 1. You shine your flashlight around the empty lot, nothing particular catching your eye. I like that face. That almost sounded like any gargling sound. You drop your flashlight on the ground. Wait.
The one and only. I thought I'd scope out the perimeter before diving right in.
After his dramatic entrance, Atlas shakes out his glossy feathers and flaps his large wings. His antenna twitch as he stands on one leg, poking Taro with one of his hind claws.
So, is this the spirit you mentioned? Huh. I kinda expected something, more impressive.
I love that face. Tara fluffs up her whiskers, standing on end as she hisses.
I'm a great and powerful cosmic guardian.
That is Mothman. His name is Atlas. He was late because he ran into a lamppost. Because he saw a lamp. She bites one of Mothman's talons. Ouch, I'm in immense pain. Atlas pulls away, breaking out of Taro's grip. He looks more like a moth dude. He kind of does, actually. He just looks like a homie. But, like, apparently he's also like a ghost. He hunts ghosts for some reason. It's not too late to be haunted by something cooler, right? Taro's doing her best. You shoot the Mothman a sharp look. You're just jealous you don't have a familiar following you around. Damn, honestly, if I had to pick, I'd want a raven familiar. Too bad ravens hate me. Atlas bends down and scoops the flashlight off the ground. Hey, sorry for startling you. Breaking through the greenery, a single blue flame casts an eerie light over a large, imposing demon standing in the clearing, a heavy pair of bolt cutters resting at their hips.
Sorry to keep you waiting.
It seems everyone has arrived. I assume Atlas spoke of me? Oh, and this is the Jersey Devil. The tall devil stares down, as if evaluating the small human and their spectral cat. How'd you get here so fast? Legs. This is Jamie, the roughest devil around. They're a great listener, bone collector, fist fighter, and artist. Jamie, you should show Rin some drawings. No.
Oh, man!
But you're so good!
Who cares?
I suppose I'll scout ahead since you seem to be in such capable claws. That's just a New York kid. No. No, don't. No, he's from New Jersey. But that's actually better. That's giving him a compliment. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Camera decided to die. This is fine. This is fine. Invisible spelled true. Weird. Hold on. Keep going until it works at some point. Just gonna do that. Did not expect it to do that tonight, but you know what? Like everything else that's dying for some reason. I mean, worst comes to worst, it's just gonna be a static image of me being like, what is happening? try one more time, and if it doesn't work, you're just gonna have me staring straight off into the distance like it's something. I don't... Well, if it starts working eventually, it starts working eventually. Till then, I have no idea what's going on. Okay. It's on. But it's gonna be so weird just seeing me talk and just also not me not moving. Well, I'm too big too. It's like I'm a PNG, but you can actually see. Looking at a distant lamp. Yeah, I'm entranced by the light. By the lump. Also, like, quickly look up No, I was able to do that before. Oh, well. Oh. Huh? Wait, was it waiting? Okay, I guess I was... You know what? This is fine. I am just... I will back away then. This is fine. Okay. I suppose I'll scout ahead and, since you seem to be such capable claws. The feline hovers past the demon. Yeah, I'm alive. I'm not staring off into the distant lamp like, oh, lamp, lamp. The feline hovers past the demon, floats through the fence, and disappears into the overgrowth. We should follow suit. Jamie struts toward the chain link fence, unsheathing the bolt cutters. They snap through the padlock and give a quick thumbs up.
Let the crimes commence.
Hell yeah. Be gay, do crimes. This is a horrible idea. What if someone gets hurt? You hesitate, stopping just before the gate. Atlas nudges you with a smile and his eyes, and smiles with his eyes, his antenna flicking towards forward as he tilts his head to one side. Psh, crimes. Ghosts are particularly harmless. I bet this dude's just some disembodied voice or a possessed microphone. Besides, you got me to protect you. Nah, it's the other way around. Hurry up. Reluctantly, you follow suit, trailing after Atlas as the three of you approach the abandoned station. The exterior of the radio station is tagged with a fading graffiti and plastered with condemnation warning posters. Jamie turns the handle to the front door, and it easily clicks open. I expected more resistance. Looking through the doorway, the dark interior of the station seems imposingly clean compared to the outside. The waiting room is seemingly suspended in time, only faded from months of neglect, maybe years. You shuffle in line behind Jamie as you examine the lobby. Stopping a moment, you realize that you're the only one with a flashlight. All of you can see in the dark? Indeed. My eyes can pierce any darkness. I actually rely on my capitate antennae. With these big old eyes, my vision's super sensitive to light. Okay, it's not seeing, but more like smelling.
You have got to be joking.
Atlas, can you go a single day without mentioning your insectoid parts? I don't mind, really. You twirl the flashlight in your hand, nearly dropping it in the process. Wandering around, Atlas tries the nearest door. After finding it locked, he shuffles over to the recording studio window and presses his face against the glass. Jamie frowns and kicks one of the trash cans over. Dozens of lime green soda cans come clanging out, scattering across the floor. They seem surprised, making a face as they scoop up one of the cans. For an unlocked haunted house, this is surprisingly untouched. I almost feel wrong trashing the place. Where do you think we'll find the ghost? You turned into the ghost frequency, right? Atlas perks up, his feelers twitching as he stands back and turns around. Atlas gives a reassuring nod.
No feathers off my back.
It's fine if you didn't. I'll catch you up. So, the show is basically this radio host, Madhouse Mike, reading ghost stories and urban myths off a script. It was all super cheesy and I loved it. I don't understand why. Anyway, he's the ghost we're looking for. Madhouse was an expert on the supernatural, so I'm certain he will know something about your curse. Mike is playing a character, Atlas. Who knows what the guy is like off air? Jamie absentmindedly crushes one of the split cans and tosses it back into the trash can. Atlas's antennae drop and he looks away. Aren't ghosts usually created from tragedy? He sounds normal enough to me. Atlas gasps.
Oh, I got a story about this one!
It was totally tragic. Madhouse died while advertising for some sketchy drink company. He thought he could bring in more listeners by drinking the entire sample box. It actually worked for like 2 seconds. I mean, really, who trusts a company named Toxic Waste Energy? That's terrible. He drank so much that his skin glowed green, and then he beefed it from all of the radiation. The studio shut down afterwards, and no one alive has been on air since. Jamie shoots Atlas a cold look from across the room. Don't trust Bang. That was Bang's name before the name change. Toxic Waste Energy. Do you even hear yourself? Psh. This is exactly what Madhouse would have wanted. Hosting a radio show for the rest of eternity? That sounds great.
You have got to be joking.
Turning into a restless ghost is easily the worst case scenario. It's funny, he carried me through those long nights at my old retail job back home. You know, before I got fired after being robbed twice and starting an electrical fire, that dude was a legend. Hey Kim, how's it going? Oh, thank you for the hug. For us night owls. You truly are a bringer of bad luck. You're a literal devil. Alright, relax you two. Ugh. Rumors won't get us anywhere. We need to search the place and gather more information. And risk upsetting the guy we were about to hop onto his radio show? No way. Upset.
Idiotic.
Atlas, we're trespassers. What do you think about this, Rin? Both Jamie and Atlas turn to you, expecting immediate input to settle whatever it is. Jamie's right. We might find something useful like a vault of haunted treasure or a portal to a ghost dimension. Atlas, think of all the exclusive merch you could totally ask for an autograph. Aaron, I got blamed for my company messing up my What? How? How would that be your fault? Wait, hold on. How would that be your fault? I'm so confused by that. Totally asked for an autograph. You think so? Actually, let's check out the record room. There's gotta be some shiny collector vinyls and tapes in there. The Mothman's eyes sparkle. You know, for research purposes? Jamie absolutely watches Atlas scamper off deeper into the station. Mildly annoyed, they brush past you and open the door before them, ushering the human to follow. Scratch that, I want the specter dealt with now. Avoiding their icy blue gaze, your heart skips a beat as Jamie's words, even though they agreed, you still feel like they're burning a hole into your chest. Because no one told me how to clock in when I got transferred, and I don't ask how because we fill out logs that do fucking nothing. But wouldn't it be their job to teach you how to clock in when you transfer? And if the logs do nothing, why do they keep having you do them? No, that's still them. That's still on their fault. Because they made you lead to the assumption that it was going to be the same thing as it was before you transferred, without actually giving you the proper information you needed. So, no. Stupid. I was wondering, why'd you come with us? Jamie thinks a moment before answering flatly. I wanted to meet you. An average human moving to Long Hope is a major big deal. What makes you say that? Folks around here tend to be occult, undead, or aquatic. Which you obviously are not.
Wait, what?
Nope. Then something had to have brought you here. Jamie's expression darkens, her gaze trailing down before resting upon you. Your throat feels dry as you try to force a response. Yes, they just didn't say, and they claim so they track the trailer, but they claim so they track the trailers, but they do a log at the end of the day for all trailers in the yard. Plus, they have GPS tracking for every trailer. Okay, so clearly somebody is not doing their fucking job. But somebody is clearly in good terms with the higher ups that they're like, we fucked up, this is fine. We'll just blame somebody else for this. What the fuck? Well, I've known Atlas for since ever. He helped me unpack. Not what I meant. You're being awfully cryptic. You hardly managed to squeak out your words, ready to buckle under Jamie's suffocating aura. I have a lot on my mind. Okay. You decide Jamie is definitely annoyed with you. Somehow, you have to salvage this. So, you'll be there for Friday's movie night, right? Jamie's eyes light up, a flame on top of their head flickering a warmer blue. Carrying stuffed sweet potatoes, chicken skewers, and jalapeno dip. Ooh, that sounds good. You picture Jamie wearing a gingham apron and oven mitts, all while carrying a tray of freshly baked snickerdoodles. Well, I'm hopefully getting paid tomorrow, and if it doesn't take the 800 from the check they gave me, I'm not saying anything is their fault. And if it doesn't take, okay, yeah, then if the money is still there, and then it's like, okay, that's fine, we figured this out, but fuck you guys. But at least they'll be giving it to you tomorrow. I would be upset. I feel just as upset as you are from all that. Just reading that, I'm like, what the fuck? I would be so pissed. You picture Jamie. Oh yeah, okay. And secret. You cook?
Excellent.
Or Friday. Hopefully one of the two. Full time. I have so many questions. They call me the Grill Master. Jamie, I need answers. I need you to keep walking. Sure thing, Grill Master.
Do not say that.
Okay. With a grunt, you manage to shove the door open, knocking down a filing cabinet, blocking the doorway within the room. Stepping over the cabinet, you gaze around the office. Anyways, love you. I'll talk later. Yeah, no worries. I was gonna be like, are you resting? You probably are. But yeah, absolutely. The room is completely... My brain is trying to focus on this while also being like, wow, that's cute. And then there's a fucking pop-up on my other screen that thankfully you guys can't see. That's just taking my focus away. And I'm like, why? Why are you like this? The room is completely trashed. Loose papers are scattered across the carpet. Green sludge is smeared across the walls. The bookshelf, full of records and trophies, are smashed to bits. Oh dear. Atlas lets out a gasp, stumbling over a pile of... towards the sorry pile of vinyls and falls to his knees.
Oh, man!
What kind of monster did this? The Mothman scoops up a handful of shattered records, letting shards fall between his feathers. These were original copies. Couldn't you just download the digital album? No, it's about the rich, omnidimensional sound. Ignoring Atlas's mournful muttering, Jamie runs their hand across the wall, tracing out the words written in faintly glowing slime. DailyGhostWatch.net. The hell does that mean? Jamie steps back, reading the words scrawled on the wall.
Could this be right?
Sounds like a website. Atlas looks up from the vinyl wreckage, wiping away his tears. Just some blog that reports on abnormal occurrences. Makes sense. I was actually a mod there for like a month. Ew. Moderation's important. Yeah. You nerds better get snooping. I'll make it quick. Where should I start? How about the computer? Sneaking around the office, you stop at the desk resting in the corner, looking over your flashlight. A chunky computer is hung with power, and the monitor rests on the desk. A single sticky note slapped on its screen. It reads, "Password, death proof," in messy pen strokes. You click on the monitor, which blinks on and flashes a group photo of the studio members before sputtering out again. Clicking on the monitor once more, you click the minimized web page, and you're greeted with the Ghost Hunting Forum. Someone seems to have scoured the page, leaving comments on and even arguing with the moderators under the username RadioGhost1. One comment reads, "The guy sounds so cool. I wonder what he was like in life." A response under the same username reads, "Great post. Heaven's really missing out, lol." Scrolling down, you see that Mike's been banned for self-advertising. Okay. You're about to check out the other tab open on the computer, but you're cut short as something cold brushes against you. Turning around, sharply, you see a human-sized figure crafted out of empty toxic waste cans. Sits in the dusty office chair. It's just all bang. That's it. The figure has a marker mouth hanging open in a smile. Its head built from a half-crushed water jug, and paper clips strung together like hair. A name tag clipped to the forehead reads Debbie. That's Justin. That absolutely is. Or that is that is like, "Hey Justa, how's your we've yet to meet any of your friends." Drags us out. There, you've met my friend. This is seriously creepy. Investigation rule, difficulty 4. Oh, nice. 7 plus 1. Okay, so I had to get, okay. Let's see here. Boohoo answer. I want to see boohoo answers. Aw, Lily, how's it going? Aw, how are you? Hello, everyone who has come in. Hold on. How is everyone? Welcome. Oh, I think I gave the wrong one. I'm sorry. Boop. Should be right. Ooh, you're playing Persona 3 again. Nice. And hello everyone who just came in. I am Rin. If you don't already know me, I am your cute little Midwest witch, and tonight we are playing Cryptid Crush. Oh, hi Corky, how's it going? Good, you? I follow so many of Lily's, but here's Lily. But here Lily is with her 2 L's or 3. I guess 3 L's, yeah. But like when you normally type it out, it's like, I think it's like the 2 extra, and there's like, I don't know. Sometimes my brain just gets it messed up, and I'm just like, oh, okay. But yes, tonight we're playing Cryptic Crush, which is basically a cryptid dating sim. It's a dating sim, visual novel and dating sim with like RPG elements. 3 L's. I got it. I'm like, when I failed the first time, I'm like, wait, hold on. Is that an owl? No, that is Mothman. We have Atlas the Mothman. It's Moth dude. Kinda, yeah. Jamie the Jersey Devil, and then this is us, Moth. Yeah, he was late because he ran into a lamppost. For obvious Moth reasons. You return to the computer to resume checking it out. The other tab left open was for a site called Boohoo Answers. Question: how to banish a ghost? It happens, yeah. We literally had a call with them and they're like, wait, hold on. Dying noises. Okay, I just ran into a lamppost. I'm sorry, I'll call you back. I have a ghost living in my house and it's been going on for 8 years. I've tried everything. Psychics, priests, investigators, you name it. He won't leave. Help. Ask him to pay rent but raise the price each month. Oh my God. Paramama, hang in there, sweetie. If you need a medium, I accept virtual sessions. I'll share my website if you need extra resources. Good luck. Dude, same. I've got a bloody ghost in my bathroom mirror and she won't stop knocking on the glass. What does she want? This user was lost online 725 days ago. Febe. You'll all want to take a red marker and draw 2 touching circles followed by a long oval connecting the shapes, preferably on the wall. Uh-huh. They act as protection wards which banish any spirit. Okay. Sure. It didn't work. Also, fuck you. Someone literally drew a dick on their wall. Nice. One of my secret garlic bread. I eat like 6 sticks a day and haven't seen a single ghost. That's amazing though. Oh, thank you, Lily. Thank you for the stretch. Oh, but how far did you get into Persona 3 today? Thank you for the headbat. You really think it's that easy to exile a vengeful spirit? If there were that easy, I wouldn't be here. You all are frauds. You see that the user has been permanently banned. Atlas stands near the door, scrolling through his phone. Noticing you looking up at him, he decides to pipe up. Apparently, the Daily Ghost wrote an article about Elkhorn Station. The Mothman skims over the blog post. Dude. They didn't bother mentioning Mike by name. Does that even matter? Mike's just a faceless green poltergeist to these people, see? Literally no face. Almost died to a boss, but got through it. Oh, I know that feeling. Isn't 3 also supposed to be, like, tougher than 4? Oh, me just remembering the last boss of 4. Justa! You missed your picture being doxxed. Bruh. Mike's just a faceless green poltergeist to people. See, literally no face. Atlas holds his phone, showing off a blurry green mask wearing a hat and a hoodie. It's difficult to make out. Fake news. No, you're not just a crushed empty water jug. I shared it on Discord. I was gonna say you're not just a half-crushed jug water bottle built out of bang cans. Okay. With like a poorly drawn face. Is that how the whole cryptid gig works? I guess you're right. Jamie shrugs and turns away from Atlas. Their tail knocking over a small trash can, spilling contents onto the floor. Ah, yes, the famous Hall of Oats lyrics. Oh, yeah. One of my other mods showed me that video, and I'm like, yes, beautiful. Whoops. Difficulty 5. Nice. 7 plus 1. Hell yeah. Let's see here. part of me just wants to go over to the muffled voices, because apparently I'm hearing that. You hear muffled voice past your ear up against the wall to listen better. Stop putting garbage in with the fan mail. I'm not reading any more scams. There's a long pause for a moment before the voice picks up again. Look, I was wondering. It's about my work hours. You see, usually I'm sharper than a wolf bite, but the past decades felt rather dull. I was thinking maybe I could take a break. I'd spend that time reconnecting with the living part of me. There's a drone of silence before you hear a muffled slam and the sound of a can crumpling in someone's grip. Investigational. Okay. What? 4 + 1. No. Rewhirl. There we go. Dead carnations? Oh. Apparently that was correct, I guess. Spilt out in the trash can is a vase of pink and white carnations. A small card clipped to the side. With a frown, you pluck the card and read, "Here's to 5 years at Elkhorn Radio and the many, many more." Glancing over the card, Atlas scoffs. Oh, that's bad. Huh? Okay, good. Result 6 + 1. Let's see here. Bulletin board? Scanning over the room, you look at the corkboard nailed to the wall, taking note over the various pages tacked to the board. Marker mustaches are scribbled over a single group photo and a man wearing a red hoodie scratched out entirely. A printed out calendar is pinned to the wall with August 21st circled and labeled doctor's appointment. There's even a coupon for a free case of toxic waste energy tacked to the corkboard. Tearing off the coupon, you bring it to Atlas, hoping for some insight. What's this?
Hold on a sec.
Oh, that's the drink that killed Mike Madhouse. It's that infamous soda brand known for its insane caffeine content. You immediately regret asking, but decide to keep the coupon anyways, just in case. Oh, is it getting harder for me to investigate? Okay. Result. Nice. Trophy case. Following the trail of papers, you stop at a smashed trophy case with the words "stinks worse than Momo" spray painted in red over the whole thing. It seemed to have held a variety of commemorations and awards celebrating radio entertainment the station had broadcast. You shift through the destruction, only finding the remains of awards to obscure brands and talk shows like Shark Affinity, Tiny Red Panda, and DJ Bean Angel. I don't know if I like the name to that. Nothing about Madhouse, though. Looks like Mike's really taking this personally. Dude, Shark Affinity recorded here? I don't think there was anything less to investigate. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, nerds, we gotta go. Jamie gestures towards the door, their tail flickering impatiently.
This is pointless.
Fine. There's no way I can salvage this. Atlas begrudgingly leaves the remains of shattered vinyls behind. Okay, but look at him. He's such a cute bean. Look at him. Look at this boy. As you three head out into the hallway, Atlas briskly marches ahead. Jamie just rolls her eyes with a scoff. You walk like a pigeon. It's Mothman, of course he does. Following Atlas's voice, you and Jamie turn the corner and stop abruptly. He's fiddling with the doorknob and pointing a feeler up at the glowing on-air sign that fills the hall with an eerie red light. It's totally jammed. Atlas is cut short as a hand shoots from the door, grabbing the Moth's neck fluff. It stops, confused, and slinks back behind the door. Guess I scared the Moth?
Is that the best you can do?
I doubt it. The door suddenly vanishes, leaving Atlas tumbling into the studio room.
Well. What took you so long? Y'all three totally left me hanging. That Aaron's a career killer in this line of work. You could have at least rescheduled with my producer.
You mean the jug-headed abomination back in the office? Oh, so you met him. Not much of a talker. Madhouse Mike laughs at his own joke. So, who are you and what do you want? Is that Shaggy? Shaggy in a past life? Shaggy as a ghost? No, if it was Shaggy, it'd be God and we'd be scared. It'd be horrifying. Suddenly blinking into view, Mike appears in his full ghoulish glory. You're really real. Of course I'm real. You think I host a radio show just for kicks? I've been waiting for a special guest slot for ages. Oh my gosh, Mike Madhouse. Atlas takes a sharp breath, absolutely awestruck at the sight of his hero, a real urban legend. Like, I fucking love that.
Oh boy, I'm a huge fan!
Atlas looks at Jamie, who's blankly staring at Mike, hunger glazed over their eyes. Jamie, don't. He turns back towards the Phantom and squeaks. We're here to join you on tonight's show. I don't think it'd be a good idea. Madhouse pauses. To turn down such big fans. Ooh woo. Literally, ooh woo. Except you, the one with the ram horns. I don't deal with devils. Bold choice of words for a dead man. You're drooling on the carpet. Sorry, Jamie. I understand. Weak-willed spirits tend to fall faint around me. Atlas does a giddy fist bump to himself and stands up straight.
Oh yeah!
Sweet. Yes, this is business. I'm a serious business boy. Evening, ghosts and ghouls. We are back live at Elkhorn Radio, located off Route 101, over the river and through the woods. For those just turning on, I'm your ghastly host, Madhouse Mike, and welcome to the Witching Hour. We've got a special treat tonight. Guests from the realm of the living. Why don't you introduce yourselves? Mike makes a nod, cueing for the two to tune in. Lex, if you're listening, you owe me $20. Dude, now's not the time. You whisper to the Mothman, shooting him a glare. I'm Rin, and this is Atlas. I just moved to Longhope. We're both big fans. Wow, you've got guts moving to a town full of cryptids. I guess so. Were you scared? A little. But I know I'll be okay with my cosmic guardian around. A what? My ghost cat, Taro. She's meant to protect me, but, she tends to do her own thing. Like a cat does. Where's Taro anyway? Sounds like you've got a real affinity for spirits. And a knack for trouble. You elbow Atlas and the two of you exchange cheeky smiles. Then, I suppose Trouble here's the one and only Mothman, prophet of the Silver Bridge, bringer of disaster. So, what's it like being an omen of destruction? No, that'd be my dad. I'm just a Mothman, not the Mothman. I can't really control my visions either. I'm just here helping out a cursed friendo. You can see the future? Hell yeah! Give us a prophecy, Mothman. Atlas looks a little frazzled, his eyes darting, which way? Like on the spot? I wanted to talk about Rin's curse. It's okay, just go with the flow. What's in my future? Okay, sure. Yeah, I could try. Closing his eyes, the moth folds his wings and tilts his head to the one side, as if he's trying to listen in on something. He is just a moth dude. Yeah, his dad is Mothman. And he's just moth dude. Moth boy, if you will. I'll try and listen in on something. Nope, never mind. Can't do this. Why not? I guess ghosts are just too dang hard to read. Can we move on to the next bit? Seriously? Sorry, man. It was worth a shot. You feel a little underwhelmed. What about my future? You and Atlas make eye contact. Rin, you're gonna oversleep and wake up with a headache. Oh, man. You're definitely underwhelmed. Excellent. Any tips on how to set these things into motion? How am I supposed to know? Fate is stupid and impossible to figure out. Wow, real inspiring stuff, little dude. Mike waves his hand around, shaking his head with a smile. I say we move on to our next segment. Moon Bunny, hi! How's it going? How are you? I say we move on to our next segment. How about some episodic callbacks? It should be a total breeze for such big fans. Yep, I'm a real mega fan. Episode 15, which undead horde did we interview on the show? You sit there quietly, shuffling your feet and tapping the counter, unsure what to say. I'm good, and you? I'm doing good. A little tired, but I had kind of a busy day today. And now we're playing this cute game. And if you don't know, this is a Mothman. Some sort of spooky. Bloody bones. The Mothman throws a wing up into the air, explaining the answer. Glad you got Cryptid Crush. So somebody I follow on Twitter, they're like, yes, we're gonna play this game in which you can, date Mothman. And of course I was like, wait, Mothman? Wait, you can date the Jersey Devil? There's other things? Oh, I need this. Actually, one of my IRL friends, she's like, you're playing a game in which you can date Mothman? Send link. I'm like, yes, I get it. Bitch with the Mothman tattoo. Of course you want the game where you can date Mothman. Folding your arms across your chest, you sink into the chair with a scowl. Perfect. Mike moves things right along. This is a spicy one. In episode 26, who was Sasquatch's secret lover? Atlas looks like he's about to spontaneously combust. It's on the tip of my tongue. You look a little flushed. The squonk. The goat man. Not bad, though you really ought to give your friend here a chance. Mike snickers. I'm a little unprepared here. Right. Gah, I'm getting ahead of myself. In season 1's finale, what news broke that night? I'm pretty sure you died. Atlas gently taps you on the foot with a talon and whispers before you can answer. There was an alien abduction. It was aliens. Yeah, oh yeah, just how many episodes of my show aired on the radio? Oh, also, love your new outfit. Also there's a Mothman in Monster Camp if you ever want to get that, or Monster Prom. I've heard of Monster Prom. And actually, funny thing about this is, hold on, my camera broke again. Funny thing about it is this outfit is actually my original outfit. This is like my standard outfit. Oh, okay, there we go. I gave you a bowl of water. You can drink from that. Monster Camp is part 2. Okay. Oh, pretty. Yeah. If my webcam could start working again, it'd be nice for things to not break on me. Well, it's my original current outfit right now. Although I might have to do like a bit of hold on. I can't see VC face. Well, I mean, I know my original outfit was completely different, but I mean, this is the more common new one. Or updated, I guess. I missed the room. Oh, you mean the V-Roid mobile one, the non-horny one. Hey, that was Alright, I don't know how this is gonna be, so I'm just gonna turn this back on, and when the camera clicks in, the camera will click in. Alright, that was like closeted horny though. That was like before I got like, was like more comfortable and was like, ah yes. Now I feel way more comfortable making like horny jokes and whatnot. You know, just as I go, getting more myself. Oh yeah, that's how many episodes of my show aired on the radio. I did not hit the right one. Atlas whispers to you in a hushed voice. 32. 32. Correct. The ghost smile falter, giving you two a cold look. Quick question. What did I have for breakfast? My cat was sitting on my... You what? We'll save. Because Luna was making me. Just to corrupt you, just to not corrupt me. Justa was not the one to corrupt me. No, the one to do that technically was anybody. You look at Atlas for an answer, but he doesn't respond. I don't know. The ghost is absolutely thrilled by Atlas's answer, giggling to himself as he slaps his soundboard. Technically, it would be my other IRL friend, who I don't talk about anymore, or was my IRL friend. I have to quickly fix this. Too bad Cat Cam isn't working, because she's now just staring at a wall again. I realize she's been kind of slowly pushing my tower. Every time she jumps up on it, I'm like, cool, cool. Let's move this back so your butt doesn't knock it off one day. Any real listeners would know I skip breakfast. It's totally unfair. Oh yeah? Atlas, who sponsored Season 2's recap episode? Atlas shrugs. I skipped the ad breaks. Why do you skip the... That's it, we're cutting to commercial. Mike's smile falters as he flicks off the microphones and whirls around. I thought we were having a good time. He points at Atlas. You. Me? You'll be helping me out here. The ghost growls and clicks on the microphone, snapping back into his chipper host persona. Oh. Heck yes. Now, y'all know that personally, I love toxic waste. In fact, I drank so much that my skin turned green. Haha. You also died from radiation poisoning. But you know. But I can recognize my own biases, so don't just take my word for it. Atlas pal, why don't you try out their newest flavor, Beyond the Grave? A can of toxic waste suddenly appears in Mothman's grasp, as though he had always been holding it. Atlas grips the can in his claws and cracks it open, letting the green foam trail down his feathers. Sure, but didn't this lukewarm soda literally kill you? Just drink it. Huh. He takes a sip. Oh, okay. Oh, and he's dead. The moth drops like a rock. So what do you think? Don't sit there. Suddenly, Atlas perks up and wipes away... yeah, true. And wipes away the green liquid trailing from his mouth. Wowzers, I feel like my skeleton could jump out and dance a jig. Seriously, Beyond the Grave will knock your socks off. You jump from your seat. Wait, what's going on? What did you do to Atlas? Chillax, it's only temporary. Assuming you can get through this next segment, it's time for my favorite game, Fake or Folklore.
Yawn.
Huh? Anyway, why don't you explain the rules, Flyboy? Atlas jitters unnaturally, his antennas twitching as he speaks. Sure thing, Maddie. The rules are easy. Mike here will describe a cryptid and you have to guess what it is. If you get it wrong, you'll suffer a tiny penalty. If you're alive by the end, you win. Penalty? I'm guessing you'll kill me if I refuse to play? No way! I'll just be keeping Atlas as collateral, so by all means, leave your precious Mothman behind. I could use a co-host.
Just fantastic.
What did that say? Oh, hold on. I'm stuck again. Pog. Love it when I get stuck. Oh, oh. Homie here is just... Homie here is just dead. I do like how it was like, there's no repercussions, it's fine. Hello, cat. Hello, cat. Hello, cat. Fine. I'll play your stupid game. You plop back down. Why am I looking that way? Yo. Okay. You plop back down on the cushioned office chair and fold your arms. Now's your chance to really let your knowledge shine. Couldn't have said it better myself, Flyboy. Now let's get started with fake or folklore. Question 1. Sighted in 1971, the Missouri monster Momo is known to scare off attackers with what? Missouri monster, I'd say that. By throwing rocks and stuff to protect themselves? Well, that's definitely an answer. Drumroll time. Wrong. The correct answer was its bad smell. Aw, too bad. Looks like you have to lose some life. Ah! You flinch? Okay. A jolt of pain aching through your body. No, I want to load. Yes. Okay, maybe I should have saved, like, after Atlas died. Poor dude. Luna, are you enjoying this? I still love that face, just the... Oh, did my appearance change? Oh well. Yeah, apparently, yeah, I don't know what happened. Oh well.
Just fantastic.
Maybe that's just something that happens, like, every now and again. Oh yeah, like, the auto-saving was backwards when I did. And, like, my icon is me. No, we'll do this. Like, huh? It stinks. When they smell really bad, I think they'd starve people with that stench. Well, definitely answer. Drumroll time. That was so easy. Come on, are you even trying? You're completely right. I've gone softer than a marshmallow. Question 2. Old Ephraim, a cryptid found terrorizing Logan Canyon in 1923, was what creature? And now I'm just like, who? Well, you would think I would know this, but apparently I don't. Ephraim. Or is this just like Canyon? Also, don't cheat. I'm not cheating if I'm looking this up. Oh. Yeah, no, it's exactly what it's highlighting. was a big bear? You're just guessing at this point. How daring. Matt who was shaking like a rag doll. Correct! Huh, I certainly wasn't expecting that. Good on you, Ren. I mean, that's literally the text was literally going like it was a big bear. And then I checked it, and yeah, apparently it actually was. Thanks. Next question. Now this is a good one. Question 3. Yisserie. The Rochester Giant, sighted in 1965, crushed the hood of what car? The Rochester Giant? Listen, I get to learn things. Let me just, like, see this. Oh, it even was like, hey, here's the thing. Apparently it was a rat dog. Or that's what one of them says. Oh, whose car? I'm going to I don't know what it says. I'm going to assume the dude's name was Harold. Harold sounds about right. That's like a normal name. You totally fell for it. The Rochester Giant doesn't exist. Bzz. Wrong, but Maddie, you totally cheated. So what? You flinched from a sudden jolt of pain aching through your body. Ow. I think we have time for one last question as an encore to the folks at home. Mike leans in his microphone, lowering his voice to a low growl. Do you know what happens to cheaters? Lifting his hat slightly, Mike's empty white eyes lock into your fearful gaze. I lose? Of course you lose. I make the rules. It's my shows, my rules, my game. The ghost suddenly blinks out, only to reappear behind Atlas.
Another fake fan.
In a flash, Mike melds with Atlas, and the two of them form a much larger, scarier creature. This went from a dating sim to now I have to fight.
I'm a goddamn urban legend, and I'm done wasting my eternity in this place. Don't I deserve to be free? Somehow, even in death, I'm still working. All night, every day, all the time, forever. Well, I'm done with liars, fakers, and those goddamn ghost hunters. None of them ever cared about the real me. I quit! No more graveyard shifts, no more management, and no more fake fans.
The pair looks down at their hands and wiggles each fingers.
You know what happens to fake fans?
The cryptid laughs, taking a wobbly step forward.
Their souls.
Atlas staggers forward and swipes his talons through the air, narrowly missing you. You roll off your chair onto the floor, and without realizing it, you sprint to the door in an effort to simply stay alive. Atlas, what about our Friday movie night? Atlas can't hear you. We're gonna watch the extended edition of that one fantasy trilogy with the director's commentary. The Mothman goes rigid, his antennas flicked forward. And subtitles? You fumble with the doorknob, trying to get it open. Atlas' left leg jerks to one side, almost toppling the Mothman over. He takes another step but trips over nothing, like two drivers fighting for the same steering wheel. Are you crazy? We can't just combine cryptids. The radio moth sounds fucking stupid. Jamie, help. Atlas, he's been consumed by the ghost. The Jersey Devil clambers into the room confused. They look around, only to watch the possessed Mothman jerk and jitter towards the duo, muttering and clawing at his own feathers.
What?
Same. Did Atlas get taller? That's the first thing you noticed? This is unforgivable. Aw, not used to being the armrest, huh, Shorty? Who cares? This isn't a contest. You're right, feelers don't count. I think now's time to fight. But that'll hurt him. Oh, so now you care. gosh, Rin. I thought you were supposed to protect me. Huh? Let's make this quick. Don't tell me that. Hold on. Bitch, let me save. Mad Lass laughs at your face. Mad Laughs opens up by chucking an oversized stereo speaker with supernatural force. Psycho Toss, difficulty 6. Fuck. Okay, good. Result? Fuck yes. Jamie barely steps out of the way. Freebie. Are you two even trying? Swipes his claws at the demon who narrowly dodges the attack. I need direction. What do I even do? Choose a skill in the top left corner. Click it. Sure, the DPS be a healer as well. Good game design. Nice. Something cool might happen, maybe. Cool? Try Spirit Blaze? Oh. Okay. 10 plus 3. Nice. Okay, that was a success. What does that mean? Great. Let me explain the basics. Shit. Where do I even start? You see damage, base damage, then you see simulation act, modifiers, numbers. Okay. My nose is bleeding. Oh god. Never forgive myself. I really am the devil. Atlas, help! Not my problem. No, I am not explaining shit. Shut up and fight me. Please. Okay. It seems Atlas' innate desire to overshare is more powerful than any supernatural force. Yo, same. Atlas, I get you. What do you need to know? Stats and what do they mean? Okay, so there are 6 stats. They're brawn, brains, guts, hustle, okay, charm, and occult. Brawn is your physical strength, okay. It's typically used as a bonus modifier for health, a modifier for physical attacking moves. Brains is the sum of your mental strength and general insight. Its main stat used for combat, investigation, plus the defensive stat against supernatural damage. Great, I'm fucking dumb. Guts is your physical constitution and fortitude. It's used for things like resisting poison, an illness, or physical damage. Hustle is your speed and hand-eye coordination. It's used as a modifier to avoid. Okay. Hustle is speed. Charm is charisma. Okay. Occult is your attunement to the supernatural. Any magic or unnatural abilities outside the realm of physical powers. Prowess use occult. Only stats and modifiers use your rolls as well as damage calculation for whatever move you're trying to use. There are stats also exclusive to combat, such as POW, Def, and Spadef. Refers to additional bonus. Flat bonus add to damage. Physical and special defense. Physical and supernatural. Okay, I mean, the same shit. Got anything else? Move description effects. Oh, this is easy. So moves are typically laid out as follows. Success happens on a success. Failure happens on it. This happens on failure. Check the modifiers an enemy or fixed difficulty. Cost is stamina. When the skill does damage in order to figure. Okay. You know what? Maybe I'll just figure it out as I go along. Got it. Great. I think it's everything. Hey, Jamie? It's okay. Get his ass. Jamie's totally fired up, the spark of determination gleaming in their wild eyes. It inspires you too. Maybe things will work out. Maybe you can do this. Let's save Atlas. I need a breather. Jamie closes her eyes, and the flame between their horns casts a cool light over their allies. Ooh, mending some of their wounds. Nice. Time to fight. For myself, I have bash, but I literally have -2 okay, why is this accurate? Fuck me, this is accurate. You know, why am I fighting? Can I go back? Can I get out of it? Go back. Yeah, go back. I shouldn't fight. F for brains. It is literally -2. Luna has the 2 brain cells I need. Hello, Topple. How's it going? This is perfect because this is the game where I can hit on Mothman and the Jersey Devil, or as I should say, the Josie Devil. Yeah. I am amazing when it comes to this. Eventually I'll learn it. It's good, but I didn't learn it, so, you know. Nice. 8. Hell yeah. Headbutts with precision roughness. Oh. I have 3 lowered by 2. Okay. Looks like Jamie wildly slashes a claw through the air. Result. Nice. Jamie comes out mostly unscathed, taking 1 damage. Just got back from work, it was alright. That's fair. Been busy applying, so that's why I was like, that's why I'm tired. Oh my god, okay. It's like the beginning of the stream, just automatically cat outfit, okay. Taking 1 damage, time to fight. No, Jamie needs to heal. It should be Jamie. 10? Yes, I have outfits you can redeem for channel points. No. We are going to get this. I need to fucking heal. Yes, okay. Ooh, that was actually really good. Holy fuck. There's a better help. I mean, you're full health, so you're fine. Alright. Jamie cannot attack. You have to pick someone else. Oh, fuck me. I guess I could try. Ooh. What? They're making Live a Live? I'm about to finish it on SNES. But I would never do it. Oh, are they making they're remaking a game? Nice. Oh my god, I actually like hit them and do 4 damage. Holy shit. Lowered by 1. Hell yes. Is preparing to attack. It's time to fight. Jamie, can you fight? Oh, they're all out of. No. What? No. Alright. Difficulty lowered by 1. Please, miss. Yeah, they're remaking it on the style of Octopath Traveler, which is cool because Live Alive is a kind of original Octopath Traveler. Oh, okay, cool. Ooh. Jamie catches her breath. It is time to fight. Jamie, please. Jamie, I need you. We'll do the cool thing. Yes. Okay. Swiping their hand through the air, Jamie unleashes a bolt of blue hellfire. Is engulfed by pale blue light and takes 7 damage. Yes. It's time to fight. Okay. I have to do it now because Jamie is tired again. Can I? Okay. Okay. I was like, can I re-roll, please? Yes. Okay, good. Good. With a thwack. Yes. Nice. Power is lowered by 1.
You know who I am?
You losers really thought you could defeat me? You arrogant fools. You idiots. I'm a legend. I am a demon. I'm a... Atlas pops back to normal. I'm a little lightheaded.
Know your place.
The door to the studio buckles, splitting open as a monstrous tarot bursts into the room. With a triumphant meow, she knocks Atlas to the ground. Sprawled out on the floor with battered and dazed, Atlas hacks out a mouthful of toxic waste. Tara, what the hell? Atlas, are you okay? Atlas gives you a weak thumbs up. Yeah, I'm fine. Sorry for scaring you. Helping Atlas to his feet, you keep an arm around him as you nervously glance around. Where's Madhouse? Mike, you coward! Grasping at the air, the Jersey Devil exhales a gout of blue flame as they throw punches at nothing. Do you honestly think that'll work? Throwing another punch, Jamie winces as it actually strikes Madhouse over the palm. Coward! The ghost blinks back into view with a giddy laugh and a smile.
What?
Jamie yanks their hand away, but it's too late. Madhouse coiled his fist around their arm. This means a new version of megalomania. Yeah. Ooh. True. Didn't I tell you? Jamie doesn't care. They swing their head back and slam their skull against the ghost face, leaving Madhouse sputtering. I don't deal with. Throwing their other fist, Jamie punches their arm through Madhouse's chest. Let me finish! They're both stuck. Jamie can't move their arms. Jamie bites and kicks to no avail. They're tangled in a intangible mess. Way to go and ruin the moment, bonehead. Madhouse tightens his grip around the devil. You wouldn't dare. What? I've never possessed a demon before. Your soul would be incinerated.
Yawn.
So what? I'll manage. Either way, it's a win-win. Suddenly slightly unhinges a curled horn jutting out from the side of his head. He clasps a hand over his face and stifles a cry, his ghastly form flickering in the iridescent light. I told you it wouldn't work. Jamie acts fast, taking the moment to finally tear their hands out of Madhouse's chest while he shaking ectoplasm off their claws. Madhouse gets a knock. No! Okay, let's see what Taro has. Pounce. They have +2 and plus speed. Taro is lore dump. What? Delays target attack. Jamie. Jamie has no check guts versus guts. We'll do this one. No! Burst of Hellfire. Roars out of control. Okay, well, it still hits them. Everyone takes damage. God! Yeah, you don't say. Hey, Jamie. Me. Why is it 10? Okay, it's successful though. Okay, I get healed for all my health, which is nice. Hope this helps. Eat this. Someone's face down. Speaker. Okay. He misses. Good. And he takes damage. Oh. Huh? Ah. And Taro is dead. Taro could use some help. Does anyone have any? Try to reason with Madhouse. Gains 1 stamina. No, I need healing. Okay, can I heal? Am I like a party healer? No, I am not a party healer. Inside the rather hazy green, he reaches towards the demon's beak. Maddie, I'm hurt you turned on us like this. I know you're struggling, but we're like your biggest fans. Can we talk this over some drinks? Let's kiss and make up. Can you autograph my shirt? I don't know you. Laughing at the Mothman, Madhouse is struck down by a crushing supernatural force. Madhouse grasps his chest and wheezes. The hell? Atlas staggers back and shakes his head. Huh? Takes 9 damage. Atlas coughs up ectoplasm and takes 3 recoil. Madhouse's brains decrease by 2. Is preparing an attack. Taro could use some help. Atlas could also use some help. But nobody can do shit. I'm just gonna try to bash. No, we are doing this again. Okay. 7. 2 damage. Yay. Okay. Okay, so does this mean I avoid it? Wait, no, actually, wait. Well, we're all, oh god. For the fans. Oh, fun. I used it to save Jamie's ass, and now it's, well, how the... Well, how the... God damn it. Oh, wait, does that actually tell me... Wait, hold on. Oh, right, okay, well, I could try this. Oh! Yes. 7 plus 2. To attack. Jamie's trying to hold back from Atlas's sake. Oh. What did I do? I'm just like double check. Okay, so Atlas had a good one though. Reach out on one side, rise for the hazy green, tries to reach. Oh, hurt. Struggling because friends, kiss, wake up, can't grab your shirt. Know you, struck down. Wheezes, what the hell? Huh? Okay, Atlas takes 3, which is fine. But we hit for 8, and that's actually pretty good. Oh shit. Okay. How much? We do not have any karma, but we survive. Okay. Slight damage, but not as bad. Looks at me for the fans. Success. Okay, so he's not gonna hit. I take 1 damage. This is fine. Atlas tears off in space. I'm gonna save Jamie's stuff to actually heal. Atlas. Oh, kinesis. He has no occult, but he has brains. I might. Okay. Eight. Nice. Nope. Laughing, Mothman is struck. Crushing, Mothman, Madhouse. 10 damage and Atlas coughs up. Causing 3 recoil damage. Okay, that's not bad. Okay, so Jamie, I'm gonna need you to heal. Atlas. Difficulty is 10. Okay, 6 is fine though. I'd rather have 6 than nothing. So, God damn it. Is preparing to attack. Tara yawns and combs her whiskers. Tuna defender. It's fine. No. Good, good. Pounces, dealing 4. I wanted to believe you loved it here, working your dream job, but now I know it was a total lie. Get over yourself. You don't know me. I know you're on the road to eradication. A crooked grin peels across the demon's face as he giggles to himself. You saw my future back there, didn't you? Huh? No, I can't. I didn't. You're one shitty liar. If you keep this up, you're gonna die. Like, die. No one cares. Looks at Jamie and slashes. Okay. No, we're not doing a failure. There we go. 1 damage. Good enough. And you go after me. Please, please. Okay. Oh. Barely make minimum. Grip on the situation. It's a lot to process. Atlas. Damn it. Okay. Okay, he took recoil damage. Shit. Our brains went down. Give Atlas another heal. Why? Okay, well I got it, but why? Alright, 9 health, nice. I think this would be a good one to do her tuna defense. Okay, flops cutely making her fur flop up in defense. Tara's defense increases by 1. Feeling fortified. Okay. Oh. No need to fear. Taro is here. Nice. Result, 7 plus 1. Only take 1 damage. Taro, please don't die. Okay, we're good. Big fluffy cat steps in. Blood to the poison, she's hit with 2 damage. I'll try bash and hopefully it works. But like, I am... yes, 3 damage, nice. Atlas, can you do something? Oh, now it's minus because I'm dumb. Okay. Lunging at the Mothman, Madhouse is struck with a crushing supernatural force. Okay, so he takes 9. Nice. But okay, we don't lose any brain power. Young combs her whiskers. What does Jeer do? No. We need damage. We need damage. Nice. Okay. 5 plus 2. That's not bad. Oh, he's almost done. He's almost done. What? No. No. We are not failing this. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Well... No! No, this kid almost... Yeah? Yeah, Taro could use some help? Everyone could use some help. Let's do me, because I was the weakest. Okay, hold on. What? I'll get back to it eventually, I suppose. Result, +3, okay. I'm fully healed for 10, nice. Nice. Okay, Jamie can do 1 more healing, but like, wait, hold on, who's the worst? Jamie is. Okay, and I'd rather have Jamie healed. To keep the healer healed. Good, good. Yes. Preparing to attack. Jamie has no more. Alright, Taro. Please, good roll. Weren't we supposed to be dating cryptids instead of fighting them? I think that's part of it. Oh my god, we hit it. I don't know if they're dateable though. 20 for S.
You're the real deal, huh? Guess that's a wrap, folks.
The ghost form flickers, Madhouse crumbling to the floor in an ectoplasmic heap. Let me finish this. Jamie steps forward, a fire roaring in their eyes. No! I still have questions. You take a hold of Jamie's arm and hold them back. Is that all really what you care about? You're all so clueless. Snapping up, Mike musters up at the last bit of strength he has and latches onto you. You're coming with me. I'm just like, okay. Stirring awake, you blink spots from your vision, feeling oddly light. What is this place? You furrow your eyebrows and shield your face from the pale white light. You glance down and see a harsh green outline below. It's Madhouse with a stunned look on his face and a firm grip on your ankle, holding you in place. Let go of me. No! You'll disappear. Isn't that the point? You want me gone? You kick and squirm, trying to break off the specter's grasp. Hold on. Wait. Chillax for a second. Reeling you in like a kite on a string, Madhouse finally lets you go and quickly looks away. Look, it's no big deal. I just dragged your soul out of your body and set you adrift into the void. I guess we are now dead, huh? You mean I'm dead? Yeesh, it sounds a lot worse when you put it that way. Where are we? Drifting in a doorway between the spirit and the material world. Like a material girl, what? Usually wake up if I pass out by my desk for too long. Now give me your soul. No. You give me your soul. Nah. Why'd you drag me in here? What do you want from me? I need you as a vessel to escape. Don't you feel bad for me? Come on, you've seen the movies. You know how this ends. I could tell you whatever you want. What's this about a pesky curse? Punch him. Fist fight. You ball up your fist and awkwardly shift your weight as you glide through the air. Squeezing your eyes shut, you throw your fist forward and it connects. Ah.
You're an asshole!
Ow, my nose! How'd you even touch me? Mike brings a hand to his face, feeling the empty space where his nose would be.
You dragged me into this hell dimension, and newsflash, we're both ghosts!
You throw your arms over your head, gesturing around the empty vacuum of space.
I feel bad for you, Mike. You didn't deserve to die, let alone become a monster, but you're totally acting like one.
Mike is stunned, unsure of what to say.
If you're gonna eat my soul, you might as well do it already.
Gladly.
But I don't think you will. The Phantom backs off. You're right. I can't do this. Why not? I don't want to hurt you. I shouldn't have put any of you through this. I just don't know what else to do. I want to escape, but what if I up and disappear? All I have is this job. I can't remember my old life. Okay, time to sleep. Have a good night, Arthur. We'll see you around. Thank you for the head pat. I can't even remember my old face. Mike tips his hat down, covering his eyes. Damn it. You're not going to disappear. Tell that to the other defunct nobodies out there. If you really want a fresh start, you could start a podcast. It's like a radio show you could carry in your pocket. Haunted podcast? Okay. On your cell phone? Mike perks up, a slight twinkle in his dead eyes. You take out your phone only to realize it's back in the material world. I'll show you later. Even if you're a jerk, if it means anything, I think you're worth more than this crusty old station. Mike hesitates a moment before throwing his arms around you, giving you a big hug.
Thanks for not giving up on me.
You don't have to be the Elkhorn Station poltergeist. I'm more. Not if it makes you miserable. Get out of here.
This is all your fault.
How is it my fault?
You knew bringing a human here was dangerous.
Says the ghost gobbling demon.
Ah, right. Toto, where the hell were you?
Who cares? I was there to protect my human.
Back
and
from
that's what
Fortnite
matters.
Island. Okay. Yeah, we came back from Fortnite and, you know, what else did we do with our life?
You did the bare minimum.
Bite your tongue.
I knew everything would work out.
Stop lying to yourself, Atlas.
Shut the fuck
But
up.
I really can't see the future.
Then prove it, Mothball.
Okay, when we playing Fortnite, never. It's like Apex, never. Shush, look, Rin is waking up. I feel terrible. Thank goodness you're okay. Taro leaps into your arms, nuzzling against your neck and purrs. Cringe. Go back to Fortnite. You fucking cringe lord. That's my human. More importantly, that loathsome ghost is gone. Jamie lets out a sigh of relief. Yeah, let's get the hell out of here. You don't respond, a lump forming in the back of your throat. Trailing behind the group, you stare down the ground, listening to the cold gravel crunching underneath your shoes. Slowing to a stop, the group reaches the car, watching as you dig around in your pocket and pull out a set of car keys. The crew takes one last look back at the abandoned station. You watch as cracks and veins climb up the walls, the radio tower starting to rust over as the gleaming red beacon at the top flickers, then blinks out. Is something wrong? You look distressed. Jamie places a clawed hand on your shoulder. Yeah, it's cool. Don't worry about it. Do you mind if we catch a ride with you? My hooves are killing me. And we can crash at your place. I'd rather not risk waking my housemate Gus at this hour. We don't mind. It's more... the more the merrier. Don't just answer for me. Well, I figured you could use the company. I do love sleepovers. Fine. Not like I have a choice here. What's wrong? Is it the Gus thing? He's a sweet guy once you get past the shedding. Okay. No, I don't know how to feel. I didn't get any answers about this stupid curse. I nearly died. And now my one source of information is gone. Good information, anyway. I am a great source of information. Every rumor holds a speck of truth. Like eating spiders in your sleep. Atlas, that rumor was debunked. I need you to know this. Oh, thank God. For real though, are you guys okay? I'm great. Tired. I'll be okay. Just really sick of the color green. Boy, I hear you. But it was kind of cool being tall for 1 second there. And you and Jamie exchange worried glances. Nah, I still prefer you pint-sized. Yeah, I know. Let's never do that again. Yeah, never be tall. Don't worry, little guy. I'm sure you look cool. Piling into the car, you flick on the headlights and turn the key, pulling out of the parking lot away from the abandoned radio station. Trailing through the woods, you click the radio back to channel 103.1. Your heart sinks as you hear, all you hear static drowning out the hum of the car's engine. The show is really over. 103.1 is nothing but dead air on the radio waves. Taking a deep breath, you finally muster the courage to change the channel, flipping back to the generic oldie station. Looking over your shoulder, you see Jamie resting their head against the car window, already dozing off. Though, one sharp turn would send their horns through the glass. At least Tara looks adorable, all curled up in Jamie's arms. Your cell phone chimes in the cup holder of the car, and much to your dismay, it's a phone call. The number is a garbled mess of words and numbers. The screen is glitching out. Sure. The phone is in your grasp. Suddenly, the screen glitching out as a mass of green ooze squeezes itself through the dock connector. Ew, what the fuck? With a wet splat, the slime ball picks itself up and forms a small glowing orb. Hey. Oh my god, he's adorable. Oh my god, he's adorable. Hang up. I'm finally free. Sure, I lost a few limbs, but I'm free. I'm free and adorable as fuck. You were seriously camping out my phone? I thought you died. Bingo. No way am I beefing it yet. I've got a ton of life left in me. How? Tying yourself to a person takes a lot of negative energy, so I figured, why not try a smartphone instead? This thing's jam-packed with bad vibes. But you can't just leave. You're the Elkhorn radio ghost. Not anymore. You. Gout of steam curls around Jamie's jaws, heat rising off the awakened demon. Their wild eyes lock onto the glowing green orb, who squeaks out of fear. No, he baby. Wretched specter, you dare to show your face after what you've done? Jamie? Jamie, be cool. Remember what we practiced? Be cool. Hiya, bonehead. He's a cheeky little asshole now, and I love him. Jamie throws their clawed hands forward, slashing at Mike, who bounces around the passenger seat. Punching a ghost while he's down, huh? typical demon. The ghost darts around the car, taunting the demon while frantically dodging Jamie's claw swipes. Rin, eyes on the road. I'm trying! I'm going to devour your soul! Watch me out! Coming up fast, a hulking figure stands wide-eyed in the road, staring blankly at the car, racing towards them. Atlas frantically grabs at the wheel. The car skids forward, squealing as you slam on the brakes. Crunch. The shock of your harsh brake hits you. Your senses begin flooding back all at once. With each newly regained sensation, you fear the worst. You expect to smell smoke filling the car, feel an airbag smothering your face, or taste a tang of blood in your mouth. Luckily, none of that's the case. The car and the passengers within are mostly unharmed, save for some mental scarring. Jamie and Atlas attempt to regain their composure while Taro's shocked expression tells you she probably has 8 lives now. You gaze out the windshield, which dons a badass-looking crack across its face. Your vehicle is stopped in the middle of the road, and before you stands a big, scary dog. Taro squeezes herself under the car seat, cowering. Oh gosh, oh geez. Atlas unbuckles, kicks the side door open, and scrambles out of the car. Is everyone okay? I'm hanging in there. Not you. Atlas tries swatting Mike away like a pesky mosquito, but the ghost is unfazed as Atlas's fluffy hand passes clean through him. Ouch. I'm glad you're alright, Mike. The towering demon emerges from the car and glares down at the glowing green orb. They frown and let out an exasperated sigh.
You have got to be joking.
Our battle will have to wait. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. Mike blips back into your phone. Please keep that horrible hairy monster away from me. Not a problem. We'll just apologize, offer the big guy a ride home, and boom, we're in the clear. Let's just bail. Not happening. Psst. Everyone knows you can't outrun a werewolf. I wasn't worried about that. The Mothman glances around and picks up the largest stick he could find. Do you have a death wish? Don't worry, Jamie. I've got the reflexes of a housefly.
Idiotic.
Okay, Mothman. Atlas turns away from Jamie and immediately begins to poke the heaping pile of fur with a stick. Is it dead? Hey, buddy, you right down there? I'm just gonna stand over there, away from whatever you're doing. Moonlight pours through the thicket tree line. A silvery light casts over the large beast fallen in the dirt. As Atlas pokes the beast, he begins to stir, his thick claws scraping through the earth and his muscles flexing. You. The werewolf picks himself off from the ground, rips a stick out of Atlas's grasp, and firmly snaps it in half.
You hit me with your car!
And good reaction to that. The werewolf roars, his voice a jumbled snarl mixed with the bellow of a man. Wait, am I fighting? Wait, hold on, am I fighting? I am fighting. Okay, cool. Did not expect to be fighting the guy we just ran over with a car. The werewolf is howling mad. Oh. Archie is back. The werewolf winces, and his bones snap back into place, regaining 12 HP. What the fuck? Do you have it? Oh, he has... Okay, so he has kinesis. No. We hit. Good. Good, you dumb moth. It's not a full moon. Atlas stammers, his feathers standing on end. You were supposed to babysit. The wolfman roars, his wild eyes glaring down at the little mothman. Remember? Wait, August?
Fast asleep, and you're nowhere to be found!
Oh. Paces back and forth, eyeing the mothman like a beast ready to strike.
Follow my nose, I find you're out here partying with your friends!
You know him? Yes. This is August, my favorite housemate and best friend. Who would never mull me over a schedule slip up, right? Housemate? You're a pest. Hey! Jamie bristles with anger, the flames atop their head shooting off sparks. I know you didn't mean that. Hey, let's all just pump the brakes. Unlike when you hit me with your car. Rin takes 10 emotional damage. Don't take this out on Rin. You're the one standing in the middle of the road.
Why must you hurt me?
See, this is the problem. I try to have an honest dialogue and you yell at me. You're a slacker. You never do what you're told, and the one time I ask you to sit your ass down for the evening, you leave. Yeah, once Nate got home from work. August looks like he's about to explode. I baked the macaroni casserole like you asked. Did you turn off the oven? This is going nowhere. Jamie clears their throat, sliding the Mothman behind them. What Atlas is trying to say is that he's very sorry. I'm going to tell your feelers off. I know he can be a hassle, but thanks for giving Atlas a safe place to stay. Reaching out, Jamie places a gentle hand on the Wolfman's shoulder. Tearing his arm away, August snaps at Jamie, trying to bite them as they yank their hand back. Don't bite me. If you're so close, why doesn't he follow you home? I live in a bad part of town. The abandoned mine? The weeping catacombs, actually. Yeesh, how's rent? Rough. Bloodugga? What teen visual novel do I see? You see Cryptid Crush. We have a chance of dating a Jersey Devil, a werewolf, and a Mothman. So, you know, we have some nice options, actually. How are you doing, Pepper? As you step in at, like, weird time. Only accepts, mail checks. What is happening? I wasn't out partying, Gus. We were searching for clues relating to Rin's curse. Oh, I'm good. Who? The werewolf grunts, his amber eyes drifting down before resting on you. He's staring at you now. You don't look cursed. It's like a feeling of unease. Something terrible is gonna happen to me, and I can't stop it. I don't even know what it is. Welcome to the club. You look down on the ground, shuffling your shoes across the dirt. Now my curse isn't nearly as cool as yours. Cool? Bending to the whims of a celestial body isn't something I'd call cool. It's tragic and dangerous. I guess. No way. Werewolves are cool. Oh yeah? Scaring backpackers howling at the moon? You stopped a moving car with your face! August sighs and shakes his head.
Apologized.
Bruh. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you, Rin. Yeah, you seem nice. Can I give you a ride to the hospital?
Veterinarian at this hour.
Okay, so I think he has. I wrote a big post about why I fucking hate video games, because this is what it does. It appeals to the male fantasy. Yes, the male fantasy of dating Mothman or the Jersey Devil or a werewolf. Yeah, you know what men want? Men want Mothman. Men don't want scantily clad women. They want Mothman in plaid. The male fantasy of small ghost. Oh my god, I fucking love that small ghost. He is a little he was an asshole to meet, but like he's a little shit and I love him when he's like small bull form. The Wolfman it's is cut short by a sharp yelp, and he winces. August, don't die. I'm sorry, you were counting on me. I should have been responsible. I'm not gonna die. It's my stupid curse wearing off. Oh. What moon phase are we in? The first quarter.
Now that explains it.
Explains what? August's monster form begins to waver as he starts to shrug off, leaving him teetering forward before dropping on one knee. He takes a sharp breath before collapsing onto the ground, totally unconscious. You know absolutely nothing about cryptic care and aren't sure how to help. Should we take her to the hospital? Does long... They have gas station sushi. So they have to have hospitals, right? Yes, how to determine if a town is good. They have gas station sushi. They should at least have a hospital if they have gas station sushi. That's how I'm gonna judge, like, all towns from now on. Okay, do you have gas station sushi? Okay, then you should at least have a hospital, right? Or at least a veterinarian, something close to that. You want nothing but to face plant into a bed and never speak of this again.
Well.
Little shit. Look at him. Little shit. While you losers were busy fighting, I called emergency services. Some cab from Hocus Health Center and Potions should be here at any moment. I suppose the answer to your question of the state of healthcare in the cryptid world. Really? Someone's gotta be a responsible adult around here. Thanks, Mike. Yeah, whatever. Jamie turns towards the ghost and smiles awkwardly. Madhouse scowls in response. You were a formidable foe, Madhouse Mike. It was wrong of me to attack you in your current state considering the unfair advantage. Ah, bonehead, you cheeky devil. Maybe wait until we're out of a moving vehicle next time. Just a thought. Huh. Rin, please let me fix this. Well, worry about it tomorrow. Is the scary dog man dead? No, August is still breathing, just blacked out. Oh. Swerving down the road, a jet black SUV decorated in streaks of white skids. Okay. To a stop next to the party, a pair of red lights flashing.
Oh, man!
You were supposed to call an ambulance, not a funeral coach. We can't afford to be picky. Out of the way. The driver opens the door. A stark white raven flutters onto the scene. A huge muzzled cryptid dressed in a gray jumpsuit trailing close behind. I like his bird. His bird is very cute. I kind of want to pet it. Come on, get him in the cabin. Was that bird driving? We're We're so short-staffed. We have a fucking bird driving our car. The tall cryptid reaches into his jumpsuit and pulls out a pen and clipboard. Looks like he passed out from exhaustion. Pah, werewolves with their invincibility complex. We'll get him patched up. What about the police reports? Do cryptids have insurance? Who do I talk to about this? Humans. Furrowing his eyebrows, a large cryptid begins to brings a hand up and flicks a raven off his head. Get the fuck out of here. Ah, he'll be fine, I swear. After the coma, maybe. Exhaling a gout of steam, the muzzled cryptid's hair bristles as he glares at the bird. Coma? Just kidding. Don't worry about any of that, Fluffy. Werewolves are incredibly resilient. With a low growl, the large cryptid holds the clipboard out to you, expecting you to sign the paper. It's some sort of waiver, a werewolf-specific one at that. What's that? A werewolf attack report. Oz here keeps track of sightings. I don't know. Rin's not signing anything. Atlas huffs, handing the waiver back to the muzzled cryptid, who glowers down at the Mothman. Glowers, fucking no. You weren't bit, were you? No one got bit. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, you guys can go now. Hey, bud, we're just doing our job. Let's go, Oz. With a nod and a flit of his wings, the raven swoops back into the ambulance. Scooping August's unconscious body from the ground, Oz carries him away from the moonlit cab. Maybe one of us should have stayed with August. Atlas watches as the SUV roars to life and veers away. You okay to drive? No, totally. Let me just rest my eyes, standing up. We should get home. In a blink, you're being carried to the backseat of your car by Jamie. With another, you're on the road as Atlas snoozes in the passenger seat and Jamie drives away. Nodding off in the back seat, you hold Taro in your arms and blink awake as you see the car slow to a stop in the parking lot. Stifling along, you carry your cat to the stairs and lead the three cryptids to your suite. With a final blink, you're in your bed. Before fully succumbing to sleep, you look over to the side of your bed. Atlas is on the floor, sleeping by your bedside on the makeshift mattress made of couch cushions and an old throw blanket. The lights flicker off, and you catch a glimpse of Jamie quietly closing your bedroom door. Lying on the bed of your childhood home, you grip the Polaroid camera in your hands. Tonight, you're finally going to catch the monster on tape. You scoot towards the window and peek through the blinds, angling your flashlight through the glass. The backyard is empty. Not even your neighbor's cat is outside yowling on the fence. With a sigh, you lower the camera and close your eyes. Maybe it was all a dream. You snap awake at the sound knocking against your window, leaving you scrambling for your camera. Oh my gosh. Knock, knock. You fumble with the camera and yank the window blinds open, a pair of massive red eyes gazing back at you. You've never seen anything like this before. Now's your chance. Seizes once in a lifetime. Flash. You take the photo, leaving the creature squealing and tumbling from the window, blinded by the flash. Success. You silently fist bump the air and peer through the window, trying to see where the creature had gone. Sliding the window open, you hear a squeaky voice coming from the bushes below.
Ow! Why would you do that?
Aww. You can talk? Yeah, I can talk. I'm not some sort of boogeyman. Why were you peeking through my window? You left your lights on. Are you scared of the dark or something? No way. Pulling himself out of the bushes, the strange creature splays his wings and flutters back up to your window, resting against the windowsill. You should be more careful. Resting in the lamplight is a short, scruffy creature with inky feathers and a pair of antennae. He's wearing a loose t-shirt and goggles. One of his knees is all bandaged up. Hi, Maro. How's it going? What are
I'm
you?
Atlas.
That's a silly name. Oh yeah? What's your name? Rin? Well, Rin, you're a weirdo. Shut the fuck up. You're a talking bug. Unless you hadn't noticed. I'm a moth, not a bug. Is that why you keep knocking on my window? That's good. That's good. I had a snow day today. Another one. I know, we've been getting like random bits of like flurries every now and again. And it's like only middle of March and I'm like, what? Why do we still have snow drifts? My spring break has basically been extended by an extra 2 days. Hell yeah. Nice. 2 extra days to relax and do nothing. Yeah, sorry about that. Moth vision. Maybe keep the lights off next time. Keep the lights on if you want a Mothman boyfriend. It's all good. You never know who it might track. Like what? Cryptids, like me. Click. Atlas perks up. His feelers flicking to one side as his gaze shifts, glancing over your shoulder. He blinks. Look, I gotta go. Hearing footsteps creaking towards your room, you look towards the door. Atlas? You glance back at the window to find Mothman is gone. A low growl rumbles through the hallway, the door to your room creaking open as the sound of footsteps is replaced with a dragging and scraping noise. Tomorrow. It's actually already tomorrow here. My morning classes are canceled, and something I was going to do for my internship also got axed. Wait, is it already tomorrow in your... Oh, yeah, it would be noon. Or noon. It would be midnight, sorry. So I think I might be able to just lounge around today. It's nice, though. That's usually... I mean, you've had midterms and everything, so... Can definitely be a pain, so having that extra time to just, like, relax and, you know, zone out. Always so good. Dragging a creepy noise, huh? Slinking into the room is the outline of your mother's shadow, but instead of flicking the lights on and scolding you for staying up past your bedtime, she lets out a wheeze and a twist of jumbled words leave her mouth. Yeah, I think I'm 2 hours ahead. Yeah, I think you are. Yeah, yeah, because when one of my friends says that they're like, no, one of my friends, they know to message me when it's noon your time is technically when I wake up because it's 10 o'clock my time. So they basically know that if they want to message or if they want to message me when I wake up, they wait till noon. And then I will most likely be awake. Leave her mouth. Lights out. Yeah. Mom? You clutch the camera in your shaking hands, aligning it towards a shambling creature. Lurching towards you, the shadowy creature takes on a different, more nightmarish shape. A dozen blue eyes peeling open from its flesh. The shadowy creature growls and squeaks, trying to make out words you can't possibly understand. You've never seen anything like this before. Now's your chance. Yes? Yes. Mom? You clutch the camera in your shaking hands, angling it up towards this shambling creature. Leave me alone. Squeezing your eyes shut, you feel a flash of light behind your eyelids, the nightmarish creature recoiling at the sunburst of white light. Strangely, the flash doesn't fade either. It envelops the entire room and sends you drowning in light. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're back.
Did I die? Looks like you reached the end of this chapter, kid. But don't worry, there'll be more soon. I appreciate you sticking around till the end. Now, Kate, take care, alright? Seems my time here is up. Good luck, and no, I'm rooting for you. What a sweet guy. Moth Dilf. He absolutely is a Moth Dilf. That's like, so like Atlas is Mothman's son, but Mothman still exists. Hold on. I'm going to take a quick break and we'll be back to do this. I don't even know if we're on chapter... Well, I guess we would be on chapter 2, huh? Yeah, I'll take a quick break. I need to fill up my water bottle and everything. So, there we go. Alright, back.
You're a cunt.
My name is Jeff.
Are you? Were you guys just literally playing like most of the sound alerts while I was gone? Nice. Okay. Let me pop this back over here. Eh.
Okay, let's see what we're working with. Whoa,
Whoa.
nice.
He's cock. It's like you guys have nothing to say, so you're just like, hey, nice cock. Hey, cum guzzling. Hey, this. Hey, this or this. Oh, you know, all the good stuff. Buzz buzz. Your phone startles you awake. A trail of messages scrolling down your screen. Hey, are you awake? It's time. Ghosty time. I say to you the address. I just follow the radio tower. Follow the radio tower. Is it just... Yes.
I was just resting my eyes. You seem rather lost. Is there anything I can help you with?
I want to change some things. I want to change my style. Length, facial hair, glasses, no, we were sticking with the purple. Yeah.
I was just You seem rather lost. Is there anything I can help you with?
Moth Delph, Moth Delph, Moth Delph, Moth Delph.
Forget something?
Chapter what? Wait, was that it? Hold on. That couldn't have been.
You seem rather lost. Is there anything I can help you with?
Moth.
Forget something?
Gladhouse? Oh, that's demon version of this guy. Oh. Huh. That was a lot. I thought this would be a bit longer, but I guess that was everything, huh? That's surprisingly, that's not too bad then. Hopefully one day that can stop annoying me. Well, bruh, listen, I didn't know, okay? I didn't know. But that's fine though. You know, that's fine. This isn't a demo? I don't know. Now I'm going back to their no, I guess it's just the first and second chapters, huh? It is an indie game, like it is one you can find on itch.io, but I didn't expect it to be so fast. Okay, so it's a normal bug though for the player's look. And apparently, if you die and you reload, apparently it is normal for the player's look and pronouns to change, which I'm guessing it's something they're trying to fix, which is fine. Okay. Well, you know what? This is good, because I was a bit tired today, and it was nice and short, which means I can go to bed early and have so much more energy for tomorrow when I play Dead by Daylight with Mel and Quirky Danny and a few other people, actually. Not sure who, but I might be Poi again, and maybe Gaming Father might show up, but we'll see. Other than that, thank you guys so much for watching, honestly, I love this for how short it is. It was very cute. It was great. Too bad we couldn't get to the dating part. Bedtime? Oh no, I'm definitely gonna be staying up a little bit, getting the video up. I still have a few more things I need to do, but other than that, yeah, I'll probably crash like right after. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you, Lily, for the raid. And I will see you guys. Oh, Cat is about to wreck things, so hopefully I can fix Cat Cam, because that decided to bust. Yeah, see you tomorrow, Toffee. So yeah, I will see you guys all tomorrow. Bye.